So we got the Superman trailer that dropped, and it was fantastic. It is taking the internet by storm. Tons of positivity, hope, and just feel good moments are coming from this entire trailer. There's one scene that everyone keeps talking about and posting, but we want to talk about the interview scene specifically. In recent times, we've seen the Superman character obviously be portrayed as this larger than life godlike figure that just stands above all. However, in this scene, we get a very intimate moment that gets very real very fast. And one of the reasons why this scene is going to matter so much, and why it matters so much to us, is it's essentially posing the question via Clark and Lois: what does it mean to do good in a complex world? The thing that's so great about this scene is it does capture the emotional complexity that comes with most great Superman stories. But not only do we get Lois and Clark really donning their personas of the reporter and Superman, we get a chance to really see Superman's vulnerability based on how he's responding to the questions that she's pressing him on. He talks about people are going to die. He talks about that he's not representing anyone but himself. He talks about making the save and doing good in this world. You definitely get a sense of the conviction that he has as a hero in this world, but you also then on the flip side have Lois, who in this conversation, in this dynamic, is holding the power based on the questions that she's asking, but she's posing a real and legitimate question to him. And the interesting thing about her questions, they're all rooted in accountability. Now, say what you want about comparisons to real-time, real-world politics and whatnot, but it is a legitimate point in this movie that we do see throughout the trailer. Are you a hero? Are you a world threat? Are you a danger? I know that you feel that you're not, but what about the rest of the world? What about the people that you're trying to protect? Who's going to hold you accountable? And the cool thing about this dynamic in this moment, it's Lois that essentially is holding him accountable. But one quick thing that we do want to just pull out of this for a second is, again, Lois. Such a power character in this trailer. And I think the cool thing about that is it's not only establishing who she is in this movie, but essentially taking the journalistic aspect of these characters who are human, who do not have superpowers, they're not metahumans, but really setting the tone for the rest of the DC unit as well. I just think at the end of the day, there's something actually really cool about how Lois was able to press Superman, especially when he's like, you want to talk to Superman? And she's like, yes, I want to talk to Superman. I'm going to ask you those questions. And Clark flips. He gets defensive. He's taken back by it. I don't know. I just think that we think that this entire moment in this trailer really humanized both characters of Lois and Clark and really set the precedent that not only is the story going to carry so much emotional complexity and weight, but it's also going to be challenging the greater world in this DCU universe and really give us our first looks into what is justice going to look like in this. And ultimately, that's going to make it feel really, really good for future characters, not only in this movie, shout out Justice Gang, but also future characters like a Batman, like potentially a Flash, and then obviously this huge supervillains that are going to be in this entire universe. It is just a very impactful minute and 30 seconds-ish that just really sets the tone for so much more than we could probably have ever hoped.